Alright, so I did a budget series where I talked about different budget gear. I went on a budget camping trip, and one of the things that I was pretty excited about was my thermos. And I mentioned how much you can do with just a simple little thermos like this. You can use it as a drinking cup, you can use it as a bowl to eat out of, you can cook with it, and as soon as I said you could cook with it, my comment section just went crazy about how you can't cook with a thermos, you can't cook with a double wall insulated container, even if it is stainless steel. It just went on and on and on. And so today I'm going to be cooking with my thermos. So the things you're going to need is you're going to need some kind of stove to boil water with. You're going to need a container to boil water in. And then you're going to need a spoon or something to eat with. And water. So if you haven't guessed by now, what I'm going to be doing is boiling water in this container and then transferring that water to my thermos, because my thermos keeps hot things hot, according to this, for 5 hours. And so that's going to concentrate that heat, and it's going to cook whatever it is I put in here. So I have ramen noodles today, but you can also cook Mountain House meals. And so sometimes you'll buy Mountain House meals that are 2 or 3 servings, and what you can do is you can put half of it in your thermos and cook it, and then this seals back up, and then you can cook the other half later. You can also cook a lot of different soups. Here's some Bear Creek soup. Again, you just put this into boiling water and then you let it sit for 15 minutes. And there's a lot of different soups where you just add boiling water to. The main thing I used to use my thermos for all the time is I would get Mountain House meals or some kind of dehydrated or freeze-dried meals, and then I would get stovetop stuffing or instant mashed potatoes. And so I would cook my meals in my bag, and then I would cook the stovetop or the mashed potatoes in my thermos, and then I would have my main dish with a side, and it was just a lot more filling and a lot heartier. Mountain House meals have come a long way since then, and they come with a pretty variety that's good to just eat on its own. But back up a long time ago, you'd get like chicken with mashed potatoes, and so I would have chicken breast, mashed potatoes, and then I would have stovetop too, so I'd have kind of a larger meal. But let's get started in cooking the ramen noodles. And so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to light up my alcohol stove. Get that going. I'm going to pour my water into my mug. Just put all of it in there. And then again, because you're cooking with a separate container, it doesn't matter how much water you put in here. You can top this thing off and use it for 2 separate things. You don't need to have the exact correct amount. You can add as you need to. So we're going to put that there. And we're going to let this water boil, and then we'll get back to you as soon as it's done. Alright, so we are almost at a boil. So I crushed up my noodles because I like them crushed up. I'm going to open my thermos. Going to pour in my noodles. I'm going to pour in my seasoning. And it is boiling. I'm going to remove that. Put that out. Now, I will pour this. This handles get hot. So that it just covers the noodles. So I have extra water in here, but that's okay. I can use that for something else. I'm going to put my lid on. I'm going to stir it to get that seasoning everywhere. And that's another good thing about using a thermos, is it's very easy to just shake and stir up whatever you have in here. So when I use mashed potato mix, I can pour it in there and just shake it up and get it coated real nice with fluids. Okay, so now I'm going to let this sit in here for 4 or 5 minutes, and it should be fully cooked and ready to eat. And as soon as that's ready, I'll do a taste test for you guys. Stay tuned for that. Alright, so it's been about 5-6 minutes. Loosen this up. The noodles are plump, looking good. Give it a stir with my spoon. It looks extremely good. Give it a try. It's very hot, but it's good. Tastes just like it should. And then I still have a clean container, so I can make coffee, I can make tea, I can make something else. So while this was cooking, I could have reboiled some more water and made a hot drink or something else. And so carrying a thermos with you really does just makes your whole kit more versatile. You can put cold water in here as well. You can have a nice cold drink or something that you want chilled. This will keep that cold as well. So there's having a thermos, like I said in my other videos, it's just a very good piece of kit that I think a lot of people just exclude from their thought process, because you can't put it on a stove and you can't put it in the fire, and there are limitations to it, but it does add a lot of value in complementing your other containers. So with that being said, I want to know in that comment section down below, what do you think about carrying a thermos with you in the woods? Are you for it? Are you against it? Did this video change your mind? Leave that down below. And then also, me and Caroline plan to do videos on sporks versus spoons. So if you're interested in seeing that video, make sure you subscribe and come join the pack. I have a new video every Sunday and Thursday, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Thanks, guys.